You thought I was what, dead? Like my partner you just threw over the cliff? You have to uphold the law. You can't do this. This is brutality. Wrong. This is not a brutality. This is a fatality. Anyway, hey, what's up? I'm here. Ah, boy. It's been a week. It has been a 6 months. Yeah. Yeah. But here we are. Here we are. Back to pinball. Let's go. Let's do whatever the hell this is. Pinball fix. Oh, what's this? Oh, it looks like I accidentally bought more tables. I almost have all of it. Look at that. 129 out of 140. Gotta catch them all. The ones I'm missing are the ones I have zero interest. I don't really have any interest in the Godzilla and Kong, or Kong tables, but whatever. Sure. Deep Space Nine, maybe this one over here. I think this is based on the movies, I don't know. So that was a little bit, but you get to, where are they at? How come I passed by them, see? It's this bundle right here. It's not here. Oh, that's because it's just showing me the own ones all. So you got wild cards. So I don't have Goat Simulator. It says view offer. This is regular price, right? It's $549 for a table, but I don't have any interest in that table. The one that has it's not Hello Kitty. What is it? These right here, the DreamWorks movies. It's like I don't want to play a table based on these, but they could be good. They honestly could be good. I have no interest in any of these here. Again, these could also be good, but these are based on games that I've never touched. And then here, which again, any of these tables could potentially be cool, but doesn't appeal to me in any way. Let's see. Let's try the Godzilla table.
Godzilla Pinball.
Can you change the background? It's only the two. It's the pinhole and the whatever, the weird loft. We'll go with this because it's started. There's the menu music too. Here. Let's see. I appreciate the fact that you have to work for this stuff. You don't just get it. You understand you? Another Dark Knight. I was like, wait, what? I got another one? Poster slot. Wolf Elf. Butters. You can put Butters here. That's cool. Oh, that's crazy. The different theme, I guess, it overrides the other things that are already there. This here. That's cool.
The Prince's Bride.
It's realistic physics.
When I was your age, television was called books. And this is a special
As you
book.
wish.
It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. And today, I'm going to read it to you.
Stupid ball.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
Fun.
I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was. I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brains.
Damn.
Hopeless! Hopeless!
They're just showing scenes from the movie. Again, this is what modern pinball tables do, so it's fair, I guess.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to risk.
Damn. What's the idea? The idea is to hit the table in a way where it gets the ball back into play.
Brainless! Brainless!
I did that on purpose. I don't have to risk.
I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was bluffing.
Ball saved. Why?
Inconceivable.
I want the Thieves' Forest emptied before I wed.
Trying to go for that ramp right there, the rhyme ramp.
If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward.
Oh, there we go. Man, the ball moves so much faster in realistic physics.
A few more steps and we'll be safe in the fire swamp.
Try it again. Not quite there.
He's climbing the rope. And he's gaining on us.
The Thieves' Forest is emptied.
It's such a good movie. I feel bad I didn't watch until like a couple, maybe a year ago.
Death cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
When I was your age, television was called books. And this is a special book. It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. And today, I'm going to read it to you.
You switch the light. Take these damn glasses off too. It's too much glare. Too much glare. Shoot the left cross lane several times, sure, whatever. Shoot the ball in the upper.
I did that on purpose.
No.
I don't have to risk.
Whatever. What's that one? What is this other ramp? Dread? Been trying to aim for the dread ramp. What is this? Wits. Jackpot. It's a cool theme for a pinball table. You can even see what's his name over there. I appreciate they put the credits on the side like that. They even have a fake rule list over here. Alright. Nope.
I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was bluffing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta choose.
Is there a village nearby?
Shoot the spinner to catch.
There is nothing nearby.
What spinner?
Not for miles.
Then there will be no one to hear you scream.
Fucking spinner. This spinner? That must be the spinner right there. That's a spinner. It's the one that's flashing. Alright.
Climbing the rope.
Damn it.
And he's gaining on us.
Brainless. Brainless.
Oh man. Hearing the thing about he's gaining on us. Just thinking about them looking down, it's just this dude climbing a rope faster. I think is it Andre? Is that Andre's big scene?
Bluffing. I did that on purpose. I don't have to risk.
Inconceivable.
I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya,
Earlier.
you will reach the top alive.
Man.
You
Got it. It's a million. It's an easy million. But I'll just let it go, whatever.
I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Death cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
Tired of this, Grandpa. Let's go again.
When I was your age, television was called books. And this is a special book. It was the book my...
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
I was thinking, like, I'd like to be able to hit those two ramps consistently. Some tables it is not that hard to do.
I knew
Like
you
this
were
one I'm having
bluffing. I
issues
knew he was
with.
bluffing.
Oh, come on. It's a straight drain.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
Are you the Miracle Max who worked for the king all those years?
Let's try this again. It's like right there. Clearly it's not right there. It's just about there. There we go.
Hide my sword. Brainless. Brainless.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
Bluffing.
steps and we'll be safe in the fast one. No one of consequence.
Yes, I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong. They are headed dead into the fire swamp.
Why did I miss that? Let's try this again. There's no timer.
I want the
we
thieves'
got
forest
that.
emptied before I wed.
Gun.
We'll never survive.
Nonsense. You're only saying that because no
Look,
one
I
ever
went through
has.
so much and it's like a million points. Like, come on, man.
Death cannot stop
Yeah.
true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
I like this table. I think I like this table. I like the theme of the table. I mean, it's just the Princess Bride,
When
but
I
it's
was
still.
your age, television was called books. And this is a special book. It was the book my father used to read to me when I was sick, and I used to read it to your father. And today I'm going to read it to you.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was bluffing.
Goes, man. Come
Dad,
on.
what did you read me this thing for?
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward.
Who are you?
I think you're bluffing.
Almost. Like pulling off one of those saves feels so cool. It makes you feel like you know what you're doing. Oh, come on.
Brain.
I get fisted ball.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
Are you the miracle monks who worked for the king all those years?
I knew it. I knew you were bluffing. I knew he was bluffing.
Inconceivable.
Still on play? Wow.
I want the thieves' forest emptied before I wed.
What's up? Happy weekend. I would have been on way earlier today, but it is too damn hot in this room. Middle of the day. I actually got my living room set up. The garage will never happen. Get the car in the garage to move, which is nice, but I cannot back the car out of the garage. Not allowed right now.
Hopeless!
Death cannot stop true love. All it can do is delay it for a while.
Yeah, it's so the funny thing about the fan, I can't tell now. The fan, it's a fan spin. All right, so obviously the fan pulls air in from the outside or blows it the other way, like blows it from the room outside, whatever. Okay. When I have the fan on, I get a lot more flies in this room. Like flies, mosquitoes, gnats, moths, just little tiny flying insects. When it blows out for some reason, I don't know why. But I was getting a lot of ants in here, like just ants and random like crawling bugs. I don't know why they would come in like that. I thought the window was sealed, but it's not. So I put like cardboard and stuff on the edge to try to fill in the gaps and to get some foam or something. But yeah, so I took the damn fan out of the window for like most of the week, which didn't help the heat issue, but it was nice laying on my blanket and not having to worry about like ants or flies or mosquitoes or whatever coming in here. It's like a lose-lose.
When I was your age, television was called books.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like I was sitting here one day.
It was the book my father
I think I was on the bed looking out the window with Pee-wee. It's just it faces my neighbor's house for the most part. Like it's on a hill, so I can look at the side of their house and kind of into their backyard and the street going down beside it. So I'm looking out there and I see a couple of ants. I pulled my bed away from the wall. I was like, what the hell? And I just see like a bunch of like ants like just going up and down the wall, but they're not going anywhere. They're actually going to the damn arcade machine. Yeah, that's the downside for sure. So I'm just like trying to figure out, do I want to have the air and deal with the ants or whatever? The solution right now, because my mom moved all of her stuff out of the living room, has been today I was able to use the living room. And the room again cools down around now. Some nights it's hot until 1 a.m., which is a problem because I gotta go to work at like, I'm off tomorrow, but normally I'd have to go to work at like 6ish. So if I can't get to sleep until 2 because of the heat, and then I have to be on, and I get there around like 6:20, 6:30, and work until usually about 6. Don't get home until 7, walk the dog, don't get until like 8. By the time I get in the house, I'm exhausted.
I can't compete with you physically, and you're no match for my brain.
Funny thing about that, so I saw Master of the Universe, was it last week? Whenever it came out, I think it was last week. This week, I was trying to go see The Backrooms on Wednesday, and I was going to watch Disclosure Day on Thursday. Wednesday night, I didn't get to go. I had to bring back beer or something. I forgot what the reason was. Anyway, Wednesday night, I had to come home. Didn't get to go to the movie. Thursday, I'm at work. I'm exhausted most of the day. I had like 2 energy drinks that day. I had the Rockstar Punch, the fruit punch flavor, and I had by the end of the shift when I was like, I'm gonna go to the movies. I wanted to go see Disclosure Day opening day, so I went to bought I think it was one of those Alani drinks. Had that at like 4:30, so by the time I got to work, I was a little bit more awake. Anyway, I go watch Disclosure Day, which is 2.5 hours long. Really good movie. I liked it. Because I was like, man, my room's gonna be hot. And there was a couple of moments in that movie when I was like kind of halfway asleep, even though the movie was exciting. After the movie ended, I made the decision to go straight to watch The Backrooms right afterwards because it played like 20 minutes later. So yesterday was a long ass day. Yeah. I have Alani every now and then. I feel like there's something else that comes out next week. I can't think what it is. Should just go watch a movie every single week this summer, but it's not gonna happen. Usually I end up watching a bunch of them, and at some point I just kind of get depressed. Like, I was trying to explain this to somebody, like, what's wrong with going to the movies alone? I was like, it's not going to the movies alone, it's like going on a consistent basis alone. And Disclosure Day was a great example where I'm in there and you see everybody coming in groups, and whenever something major would happen, you could see everybody kind of like turn and start talking to each other. And I turn, and there's like a family of 3 beside me, and I'm like, I'm not talking to these people. It's like, oh my god, you see that? Oh yeah, that's that right there though. Oh my god. Like all that stuff happens. Yeah.
Helpless! Hopeless!
It's usually that, and I tend to stay until the credits are over. So being in there, it's like, oh, you're thinking like, you know, I'm just making stuff up. They're not actually everybody in here is not actually in a group, which is what I'm thinking in my head. And then what happens is, as the movie ends, you realize that everybody's leaving in groups. Like, I'm in here alone. What is happening? Oh, man. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I'll get used to it, and then what happens is if I'm exposed to it too much for a long time, is when I'm just like, all right, I gotta take a break. So I'll just take a break from, like, going to the movies or anything for, like, a couple of months. Oh, man. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Are you the Miracle Max who worked for the
Oh, no.
all those
I was
years?
gonna say, I just set myself up. I'm good, though. Oh, I think you're knocking at the gate.
It's very important.
You got money?
65.
That blue light right there. Oh, man. It's little nudges.
Yes, I'm wrong. I'm never wrong. They are headed dead into the fire swamp.
Who are you?
One, the flame spud. No problem. There's a popping sound preceding each. We can avoid that.
No.
Killed you too quickly the last time. A mistake I don't mean to duplicate.
I did that on purpose. I don't have to miss.
If you wish her dead, by all means, keep moving forward. Inconceivable.
Hide my sword.
Gotta go in. Okay, now I don't need to knock anything. Just go in. Go in the castle. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, me. There we go. Get that ball in there.
Is there a village nearby?
There is nothing nearby. Not for miles.
Then there will be no one to hear you scream.
– 400 more spins.
What?
Man. 400 more spins. I get that it spins really fast, but dude, putting that number in there is stressful. Jeez.
We're closed.
Whoever he is, he's too late. See? The cliffs of insanity!
No.
Brains.
Damn. I beat my score though. I beat my high score. That's all good. I'll take that.
And
I will
even
take
more
that.
amazing was the day she realized she truly loved him back.
I got a book. Alright, let's see. What I should play, let's go to, oh, it's right here, Epic Quest. I don't have any points in any of these tables, do I? I should have points in, what is the one Sorcerer's Lair. Yeah, this table's fun.
Epic Quest.
This was the table that when the game was out on like PS3 or something. This table's been around forever. I remember playing this and being like, I don't really get it. Didn't get the appeal of it. Like this is actually one of the tables that made me understand pinball. And then there's like, so there's, you know, of course there's Awesome Games Done Quick and stuff and all those other speedrunning tournaments. They also do one for pinball, like just pinball, just straight up tournaments. I'd never seen a pinball tournament in person, and watching them, watching a pinball tournament is weird because everybody's doing stuff and you're like trying to figure out what's going on, and they're trying to explain the shots. It's like, oh, you know, because I do it here.
All that treasure, just waiting to be wrested from
You'll be like, all right, so what you want to do is you get the ball's going to go up here, it's going to come in here, it's going to come down here, and it's going to shoot around this thing, and it's going to come in here, and this is where it comes into play. So what you want to do is you want to hit this over here. When you hit this, you're going to see me hit this over here and hit this loot over here, and that's going to drop the ball in this thing. And like they missed the shot 20 times in a row, and you're like, oh, okay. They're trying to demonstrate, and sometimes they'll have the back glass off or whatever, the top glass off, and they'll just reach in there and just grab the ball and like toss it into the thing to demonstrate what they're talking about. And it's just like, what? And then you just see for tournaments is like you just see people come and play, and then you know like, oh man, and they walk away, and then like 15 minutes later somebody else walks to the table and is like, oh, and it's like, is this just a random person? Like, no, they're in the tournament too. There's a lack of cohesion when I watch pinball tournaments. Oh man, I need to go to one in person. What's it called? Does it? My parents' basement or whatever. I still haven't been up there. But yeah, this table, what's cool about this is that it's structured as an RPG. And I guess what made pinball kind of click, because even when I played Pokemon pinball, like I understood, you know, when to catch the Pokemon, but I didn't understand like what you're aiming for necessarily, outside of doing specific things when they tell you to. But this table here will have like a whole like progression system. Like, you know, you get like better weapons to do more damage against like the bosses. Like maybe you have to fight this plant thing over here, and you know, as you level up, you get like, you can choose between like armor, let's say like your shield, your health, and your attack or whatever, and you'll do more damage when you hit it.
Cold clutches of evil.
It's a cool table. All right, let's do the pinball.
Elemental scroll. Gotta get them all.
Oh, don't like that. Playing a fake table with realistic physics feels illegal. This feels very wrong.
Sorry, evil. I'm back.
It feels too heavy.
Give up? Haha! I am not not yet begun to loot.
Damn.
Skill shot.
Beautiful.
Dreamy.
What is that? It says mill, but what does that mean? Oh yeah, you can see my class in the little screen up at the top. I'm a minor knight. Try to hit that loot thing. Oh, almost. Oh, I don't want that. I want this. Alright, let's try this again. Loot.
Perfect
There we go.
fit. Bad luck. But that won't halt my progress for long. I see a swarm of skeletons sauntering slowly. Come on! I want to fight!
Oh, here we go. Pinball. This is pinball. This is how pinball works. Alright, let's go. Let's resume doing whatever we're doing.
Let's see what treasure you've got in your evil clutches, vile beast.
Man. Sword.
Shoot the sword ramp or the smash target to attack.
Oh, the smash target, I see it now. Lordy. Missed the ramp. Missed the ramp again. Try it again. Nope.
Parried! Shoot the sword ramp for counterattack.
Scary. Come on, dude.
Get up.
There we go. Got him.
No, then
What?
I get all your stuff.
Oh, okay, I killed it. I was like, man, what happened? Agree.
Don't you want to meet me, brave knight?
No.
Not to worry. This defeat is only temporary.
The hell? It's over. Man, I had a good run that last ball too. Steer Twister.
Look at all that treasure, just waiting to be wrested from the cold clutches of evil. Come on! I want to fight! I see a swarm of skeletons sauntering slowly.
Alright, what do we got? Rats. All rats. All rats.
And how many gold pieces do you have? Take that, you puny fiend!
Oh my goodness. It feels like sheer luck. Oh. Dodge right, sure. Whatever it says.
Shoot the sword ramp or the smash target to attack.
Damn it, dude. Come on, dude.
Not to worry. This defeat is only temporary. Bat country. Let's stop here.
Can't stop here, it's bad country.
Bad luck. But that won't halt my progress for long. Elemental scroll! Gotta get 'em all!
Oh boy. Already defeated the bandit? What?
You don't stand a chance, foul monster. Ha-ha! Your treasures will soon be mine! Parried! Shoot the sword ramp for counterattack!
Beautiful. I think I hit that stupid smash thing. Such a weird spot.
Smack! That's how it's done!
Oh, come on. It made the whole table shake. Rude. Alright, let's try the sword ramp again. Got it.
Give up? Ha-ha! I have not yet begun to loot!
play another thing that is 50 minutes of pinball. I have a bunch of space free because I deleted it was Lego Batman and 007 and something else I had to delete to make space for Street Fighter because something came up at work. And I was like, let me go ahead and get this game installed so I can get it running right just in case this pops off. If somebody wants me to host a fighting game tournament for a game. When I ran it through people were like, oh, well, I like this, I like this, I like this. But everybody's like, I think Street Fighter is the safest bet. Because it's like everybody plays a specific thing. But even if people don't play Street Fighter, most people know if they play fighting games at all, it's like the base is Street Fighter. And you branch off from there. I picked this up on here, and right afterwards, I was sitting there in bed, and I was like, "Man, I should have bought this on Switch." I mean, of course, I'll get Steam achievements, but it's just that most of the time I'm playing something on PC, I end up streaming it anyway. So streaming a visual novel, I don't want to read for 10+ hours out loud. Let's see. I got this working, right? If they included the Silver Surfer, they might as well have gone further and included like Wolverine and that X-Men game that everybody pretends doesn't exist. The bad one for the Nintendo. Oh, I mean, there's other games too. Of course, you got the Sega Genesis X-Men games. Like Clone Wars is legit cool. Mutant Apocalypse, so that's Capcom. Who is this? This isn't a Konami collection. They got the arcade game in here, but they also have like the Data East games. The Data East game. And then whoever did like Maximum Carnage and Separation Anxiety. And getting this to work, all you have to do is disable controller support. And it works fine because it picks it up. The game picks up the motor controller. They got the arcade game. They got this. All the versions of this. This is a completely different game. But are people playing this on a Friday night? No. The idea that you can scan a QR code to find other players. Oh man, I wish. I remember renting Maximum Carnage. I think, is that the one that's in the red cartridge? Oh, this doesn't have NetPlay? Is it just this? I thought both of these, that was the arcade versions of both of these that only had NetPlay. I didn't realize it's just the X-Men arcade game. That's bonkers. They do the thing where they advertise in the beginning. They're like, "Oh yeah, this game has music from Green Jelly or something." I was like, "Who?" Oh man. With all these collections that are out there, I'm always thinking like, what else would be a really cool collection? So we got the Rugrats collection for whatever reason. Yeah, there it is, Green Jelly. You got the Rugrats collection. You got this. You got Gex. Like limited run has some issues from what I've heard, but the fact that they put out these collections that nobody asked for makes me so happy. I don't know how that's a profitable business model, but they got you got this collection. Of course, you get the Capcom arcade stuff, like the Capcom Arcade Stadium, the fighting collections, the Marvel fighting collection, Gex. They re-released Jaws for whatever reason. There's a top tier collection. What was it? Top Racer? I think it's Top Racer. But yeah. Yep. I keep looking at the Gex and Rugrats collections, and I gotta get them on a decent sale. Once I find a sale, I'll be all over both of those for unknown reasons. This is the kind of game that when you're a kid, you play so much of, and you go back to it as an adult, and you're like, why does he look like this? It's an okay game. It's just nothing like. I need to find somebody that's done a video essay on like the appeal of beat 'em ups, because there are games that I think still hold up pretty well, and there's some that don't. And it's just, I've been trying to figure out like what makes the difference. Like I know it's the IP's part of it. Like if you like whatever the brand is, like if you're like, you know, a Marvel fan, you're probably going to be more likely to play like, you know, think like the X-Men arcade game is one of the best games ever. I feel like Streets of Rage 2 is like universally agreed to be pretty good. Same with 4. A lot of people like, you know, Scott Pilgrim, but Scott Pilgrim's like modern. But the ones from this time, like, there's nothing really that separates this from any other beat 'em up out there. It's just the IP. And you can tell even more because when you look at Separation Anxiety and Maximum Carnage side by side, it's like, oh, this is basically the same game. There's a picture of this man right here. Oh, my phone's trying to update and it used up all the damn space on my phone. This happened before, I had to format the phone. Sorry. I hate it when this happens, it's so annoying. The hell? There are some images on my phone, just regular pictures that are like 40 megs? Why? Weird. Man, I need more space. Alright, I guess I'm good. A few more I'm gonna delete and we'll be okay. Move the trash. Move the trash, just delete them. Whatever. Sweet. Almost done. My bad. Go punch some dudes. Spider-Man's iconic move. Eat hooah! Hooah! Almost dead. Okay, great. We got life. Alamo. It's a name. That's a name for a guy. The Mike, I buy Mike. Brett. I mean, I don't know about doing crimes in church. Nice. Right in the kisser. No. Got Bianca Belair to death.
switch her hair back and forth. That Lizzie right there, she's thin. The thin Lizzie. One of Missy Elliott's background dancers. It's 60% accuracy, that's so stupid. That's what I meant. Good job. That collection's cool because I mean it's got the 2 arcade games in it, and it's also got the. I like the fact that it has 2 arcade games. It's got the Arcade's Revenge, like all the versions of that, and then there's Silver Surfer. It's pretty neat. But the 2 Spider-Man games are the games I unfortunately care about the least. I like the idea of them, but yeah. This collection is also pretty good. Alright. Just a moment. I'll be right back. And heat food up.
almost back.
We're back. Dinosaur story. All right. Phone looking at charger. Went to go heat up food and go make sure some stuff was put away downstairs. Alright. Let's see. This is my introduction to Turtles in Time, the entire concept. This is April O'Neil reporting. What the? What? Right now, the Statue of Liberty in Manhattan are disappearing. Dimension X, and it's only a matter of time before I conquer the world. Hold on. No. Turtles, I dare you to challenge me. Ha ha ha. Hey Shredder, what's going on? We won't let you get away with that. We'll find you with our high energy detector. Starting off in the sewer zone. So the thing I didn't understand about this is when I played this game, this is my introduction to the concept of Turtles in Time, like, you know, the whole time travel going to different areas thing. Shoot. Gotta think about that before I do it. I was listening to a podcast a long time ago, and they mentioned that this game was way easier than Turtles in Time was, because they could only, it was like a max of 3 enemies. And the guy was like, yeah, if you pay attention to it, you'll realize, like, you know, anytime there's an encounter, it's only like 2 or 3 enemies that comes out. Oh, no, we got 4. Well, whatever it was something to do with the enemy count compared to, like, Turtles in Time. It's way lower in this game. What got me was when I played, so I played this first. Didn't finish it because, you know, it's a console-only game, so you don't have unlimited continues, I don't think. But, I remember going to an arcade and seeing Turtles in Time, like, what's that? It looks like Hyperstone Heist, but better. And then I went to a friend's house, and we would play it every now and then, and the first time you see an enemy get thrown into the screen is so cool. Like I said, I don't understand what makes this game better than another beat 'em up. Like right now, even though I'm doing the exact same thing, I'm having more fun playing this than I did playing what's it called? Maximum Carnage. It's like this game is more responsive. I guess it's just maybe, like I said, it's probably just having the right IP, like an IP that you care about, and I don't know, I guess just some little things like that, like when you slam the guy on the ground, like the screen shakes, and it makes everything feel more like weighty. Yeah, I got a friend who recently bought Neo Geo, and he's been going back and getting some of the games. The AES Plus or whatever comes out this year. But yeah, on the topic of that, like, my impression was seeing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, on the Nintendo. I was like, man, why would I ever go to an arcade again? I could just play this game. This is just like the arcade. And you see the arcade game, and to me, honestly, it's kind of like Contra and Double Dragon, where like they're not the same game, but I would rather play the Nintendo game most days. I guess because it's what I grew up with. I think it also has a couple more levels, but yeah, it's a fun time. It was super cool seeing how different consoles and companies would interpret, you know, arcade games, like bringing them home, like what kind of limitations. Like I remember my cousin, she got a Genesis 3 because she would come to my house, and I had a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and I got an N64. I feel like the Genesis 3 came out in like 1995 or something, 96. Hey, what's up? It's all good. It's all good. But so my cousin, she got a Genesis 3, and my aunt had me come over because she wanted me to help with some games, and she had she bought Frogger, and she had Miss Pac-Man, and I had never played the games on Genesis. I hadn't even heard about them, you know, because it was so late. Like I'm busy focused on my Nintendo 64 games and stuff, and like I remember seeing that version of Miss Pac-Man, and what's weird about it is like I think it's probably technically, in terms of like the retro consoles, it's probably the closest to being like arcade perfect. However, they don't fit the whole maze on there. They end up making it so you have to scroll like between like the bottom and the top half of the maze, and it's a smooth scroll, but it's just like it changes things. But again, that was like neat. That's also one of the things I appreciate about the some of the collections I have, like the X-Men collection or whatever, the Marvel collection, Marvel Maximum collection with like the X-Men arcade game and stuff. They have the Nintendo versions of like Captain America and the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo versions. Like all those games are different. Like I wish Street Fighter would put out some of the home ports, or Capcom would do the home ports of like Street Fighter 2, because like those games are all different, but they're all trying something. I have been thinking what I need to do, speaking of Twitch and YouTube, so I'm on both at the same time, is I need to start making YouTube videos, I guess, but it's so much easier just to be like, alright, I guess I'm just gonna stream at midnight on Saturday, whatever, Friday, whatever you consider it to be. But my dog's in my room, he's sniffing at the door. Is that US jail? Us jail? I kind of want to go like chill in my living room and then like watch the old movies too. Something about this game, man. Funny how there's like just different versions of games that mean different things, like depending on what you grew up with. The Aladdin and Lion King collection, what's messed up about them is you have to pay money to get the other versions of the games. I think it's like if you want to get like the Super Nintendo version or something of Aladdin, you have to buy DLC. And to me, like I've told this story a bunch of times, but like I remember when I was a kid, I went to a daycare and they would let us play video games, and somebody brought in the copy of Aladdin for the Sega Genesis, and I remember watching them play it, just being like, they wouldn't let me play because it was their game. I remember watching them and being like, man, this game looks so cool. And you know, I was a big fan of the movie, had the soundtrack on like cassette or whatever. Was obsessed with Jasmine. I was like, I was like 8 years old or something at the time. Anyway, I remember watching this kid play it. You know, I got to go, I left the daycare maybe like 8 o'clock that night or whatever. And my parents would usually take me by the video store so I could rent a game or a movie. So, watching this kid play Aladdin all evening. Ride home, we're going to the video store, they let me rent something. So of course, I'm like, man, I got a Super Nintendo at home, let me rent Aladdin. I think I had both. But they didn't have the Sega Genesis one, so I rented the Super Nintendo version of Aladdin. And I got home, and I was like, what is this? And it's a completely different game. It's from like Capcom, it's not even from the same company. And I convinced myself, I was like, well, once you get to be a prince, maybe then you'll get the sword, because I wanted to have the sword and whatever. And like, I finished the game in like an hour and a half. I was like 8, 9 years old. I literally cried because I tried to take the game back the next day, and they wouldn't let me exchange it. I was so upset. Like, that was my weekend. Like, I wanted to play the game. I saw the other kid playing. Like, this isn't Aladdin. What is this? Yeah. It's a different time. My favorite version of that is, again, I need to go to this video store that's up here. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Videodrome in Atlanta. But was going to rent a game from a store, and they only have so many copies. So like let's just say, you know, it's like 1998 and you want to rent Metal Gear. Like Metal Gear Solid just came out. You hear about it and you go up there and it's always out. So maybe you go to like 3 other Blockbusters or whatever looking for the damn game. You don't find it. That's how you end up playing a game like Nightmare Creatures. You're getting a fondness for that. Oh, yeah, the other thing about that too is, so, of course, I think plenty of people have memories of like reading the manuals, but I feel like there's another version of that, which is like renting a game from a place. Because I need to find some of these. I need to go to somebody's house that's doing a garage sale and find one of these old games. But you would rent games that they didn't have a copy of the manual for, and they would like write out like on paper or like a sticker, like really short summary of the manual that they interpreted. That might be missing stuff. It's like, oh, if you're playing Ninja Turtles, press the A button to attack and B button to jump. And you're like, how do you do the other super attack? It's not listed. They would have like a little, like, you know, something to try to sell the game to you even though you already rented it. Like, that shit was so cool. I had a friend who worked for a game store, and she was she got into making custom art, which I was trying to encourage her to do it because I'm like, that shit is awesome. You are too immature to hang with me. Like going to buy a game like Call of Duty that doesn't have the box art, and somebody had to like illustrate Call of Duty just so they had something to put on the shelf. Really fun. Dude, that was how I discovered, not discovered, like I knew about Star Wars, but that's the first time I saw Star Wars, was the video store I went to got the special editions in when they were brand new, and they were new releases, so you could only have them for one day. And I feel like all the movies, by the time I went to go see them, they came out like back to back to back, so they had all 3. And I rented all 3 movies, and they were like, you know, these have to come back tomorrow, right? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you don't have enough time to watch them. I was like, I'm gonna watch all these movies. Yeah, it was the photocopy. It wouldn't be photocopies of manuals. It would be it wouldn't even be a black and white copy. It would be like you would have the box that you open up, and they would have a sticker, and it would be like not a sticker, but just like a little, like, it was a paper that was either taped to the inside of the case or whatever, and it would just have all the controls in it. So you'd have a game like Street Fighter, like this is your light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, and they didn't tell you how to do any special moves because they only had one page. Or like, I told people like I beat Earthbound, I rented Earthbound like 8 times to beat that game. And the messed up thing is like I remember one of the rentals, I got a different copy, and it wasn't my copy, the one I had been renting, so like it didn't have my save on it, which is a waste of a weekend still. This game is great. Like, yes, technically Turtles in Time is a better game, but I have a fondness for this just because it's different. They made it work. It's still smooth. It's got the same basic concept that it does branch off at a certain point, be its own thing, but like, this is cool. Yeah, it was the plastic clamshells. You get like a Nintendo game that would like, it would lock into the clamshell on the right side, but like the left side would have like the instructions on it. Good times. Good times. That's the type of stuff that you don't really see anymore. Or like the other thing I have like a weird nostalgia for that like doesn't really come up is you will find people that occasionally, if they're reselling Nintendo games, like, they'll have like, you know, full cases. But it's really rare to get like the cheap Nintendo plastic slip or dust covers that would go over like the actual cartridges or the bottom of the Super Nintendo cartridges. Like, I thought those things were so cool. Anytime one of my friends had one, like I would just ask for it because they didn't really care. They put their stuff on the shelf. Like now I don't have them. Yep. Little things like that that don't exist anymore. Or you don't even find them if you go looking for the games anymore. Everybody's got their stuff graded like the best quality stuff, so they don't need them. But man, those dust covers were fucking awesome. Yeah, for sure. It would be like, what was it? It was like, it would go up and then it would go side, and then it would go up like this and it would have like a top side. Yep. All sorts of dumb stuff. No longer exists, like not even in the retro gaming market. Like, man, I know people are so into pristine copies of games, but like, I have a copy of Tetrisphere I bought from a game store like 8 years ago, and the guy was gonna clean it off because it had somebody's name on it. I was like, no, leave that there. I'm like, that's like, to me, like that's like history. Like, that's part of the game. I'm buying a used game anyway. Like, I'd like to know, like, who is this person? It's got like, I don't know, Little Billy. This is Little Billy's game, where it's got like an old Blockbuster sticker on it. It's funny, if it's a GameStop sticker, get that shit off of there. I'm sure at some point I'll be like, man, I miss GameStop stickers, but like, I don't mind seeing like a Blockbuster sticker or like a Hollywood Video sticker. I guess because those places aren't around anymore. There's like certain games that have this feeling that I feel like it's hard to explain to people now. Oh, some people do. I think there's some YouTube channels that do like a buy, skip, or like wait for a sale thing. But my other favorite version of that was when they used to add in like rent, like it would be a good rental. Like, to me, this is like the perfect rental game. It might be a good purchase, but it's the kind of game that you get for the weekend. You know, maybe you get a couple of game overs, but eventually maybe you finish it by Sunday night. We have to take it back. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I like that. That means that you stole little Timmy's Game Boy. Little Timmy and Double had that Game Boy back again. I actually, because I'm a fucking creep, I was staying in Tampa when I bought this copy of Tetrisphere, and the name was like, it was kind of uncommon, so like I looked it up and I'm pretty sure I found the person it belonged to. It was cool. It was like, man, I'm sure this person, they really cared about this game. They cared about Tetrisphere enough to write their name on the bottom of the cartridge, or their parents did or something. Oh, jeez. Guy over here has a... It's a gun, but it looks more like he's holding like a Nerf gun that just happens to shoot bullets. I used to hate all the Dimension X episodes of Ninja Turtles. Again, it's just the assumption. I was just like looking at the person's name and being like, I think this is this person. Like you sit there, you look at the person, it's, you know, it's been like 30 years probably since they had this game. We're like, ah, this person looks like they might have played games 25 years ago. I could see them doing that. They've gone through like an entire life. Shit is cool. Thank goodness for Facebook letting people invade other people's privacy. Unfortunately, nobody has Facebook anymore, so looking people up, I feel like now is a lot harder than it used to be. You just go on Facebook and type somebody's name and you'll probably get them because everybody was on there. But now it's like everybody has, you know, their... It's back to online handles. Exactly. Dildo Swaggins 69, is that you? I remember when I was getting into DDR, speaking of that, the old website, I'm sure it's on like, what's it called, the Wayback Machine, DDR Freak. They used to do all like host all the tournaments or list all the tournaments and machine locations and stuff. When I got into the game and I was getting better, I distinctly remember I was in like maybe like a sophomore in high school. When you see, for certain games, I don't feel like this happens with every game. Like, you know, if you go to the same arcade over and over and over, you'll see people's names in the same machine. But I would like go to different arcades in like Tampa and Clear, like whatever, like that Florida area, like Central Florida. I started seeing somebody's name on there. So I went on the forums and I just straight up was like, hey, if anybody knows who this is, let them know I want to play against them someday. I think I got my account banned because it was a weird, like, I forgot what they said it was. It was like, oh, you can't schedule meetings because you could be trying to kidnap this person or something like that. Like, I'm 14. But the funny thing is I ended up eventually meeting that person, and the way I found out was I just got some high scores, and he comes in there, he's like, huh. And he looks at the machines, and then he proceeds to beat all the high scores I spent like a month and a half trying to get. That was like 20 years ago. I've actually seen that guy within the last like 5 years somewhere. Yeah, this is all in Florida, and saw him up here in Georgia at an arcade that no longer exists, but he used to be like a regional manager for. That's back when, again, it was a message board. It was just starting a thread being like, hey, if anybody knows, my thread was like, hey, who is blah blah blah, and the context was, or whatever the text inside it was like, hey, I go to this arcade on a regular basis, like, hey, I would like to meet you. Now, you know what's funny is I probably could have put that on Craigslist, wouldn't have been a problem, but Craigslist wasn't around back then. That dude, again, he destroyed me. Anytime we'd have to play in like anything, he's like, oh, I'm not there yet. I think he went on to be one of the top players in the US, like globally, for a very long time. He might still be. But again, I'm almost 40, which means he's probably like out of like right around there too, probably like 37, 38. You look delicious. I'm hungry for some turtle soup. My closest thing to arcade culture too is like I used to go to arcades when I was like young, like a kid, like really young. My dad was in a bowling league, but it's mostly just by the time I would get there, because it was so late, and it'd be like a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Didn't really see anybody else. Like, it was like 2009, 2010. I started going to this arcade in Clearwater, Florida, called Beach Game Land, and I have a soft spot for like older games, like retro stuff. They had a lot of new stuff too. They had In the Groove and Pump It Up and a couple other games that were harder to come across. Anyway, I'm there, and there's this dude that's there every single time I go, and he's always playing Mr. Do. So I would always be like, if I wasn't playing Pump It Up or DDR, I just kind of hop around and whatever. But the main game I would play was Time Pilot. So he referred to me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Time Pilot?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Mr. Do?" And that was just how we would talk to each other. Like, we'd have conversations, but we never asked each other's names. Like, "Dude, this is the guy that plays Mr. Do. I'm the dude that plays Time Pilot." I remember he sat there and he watched me get these high scores. And again, I filled the leaderboard in that machine. And because I guess he'd been going there forever and he knew how arcade games worked, I'm sitting there trying to like get through as many stages as possible, get the highest score possible. This dude comes over there. He proceeds to go through like the first 3 stages, and he just maximizes his score and destroys every single score I have. And didn't even get that far in the game. I was just like, oh man, I put so much effort into this for nothing. It was probably like, I feel like it was like when, you know, you see like, you hear people talking about like basketball when basketball was new and how controversial the idea of dunking was, or was seen as disrespectful. This isn't how the game's not meant to be played. You shouldn't be doing that. Man, when he beat my score, I was like, yeah, you know what? This guy seems like he should. This is fine. This is the one game in this arcade that I'm good at. That is not DDR, but I deserve that. We ended up talking. He gave me tips on how to get a higher score. I was like, oh, okay. And I tried it. And I was like, oh, this does work. But I wasn't really high score chasing. I wanted to see how far in the game I could get to. Time Pilot is a game that was also at that same daycare. But it's a game that loops. So you finish like the first 5 stages or something, and then it just goes back through and just keeps getting faster and faster. You just gotta pace yourself. What is that quote from Dodgeball? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. It's coaching like that. Does this game do in level continues? Man, I love when games have enemies like that only show up once. That's it. And it sounds like something you just made up. It's like, yeah, I was playing Hyperstone Heist. It's a new Ninja Turtles game, and these foot soldiers came out. They were breathing fire. It's like, no, they didn't. Let's go back and watch Dodgeball again. I remember that movie. I remember watching that movie, not really thinking much of it, and then like it would just be a movie that I ended up quoting a lot more than I expected, and like watched it a few more times. I remember it being okay. Again, there's that one of my favorite quotes. Whenever something dumb happens, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him. Pirate Steve. Look at how cool this looks. Oh man. Oh, I gotta go all the way back to the beginning of the level? Oh man. Well, I want to be a coward. I guess I'll just save state. Does the strategy guide do that? Yeah, it does. Man. I used to look at these things in magazines like... Jeez. Just like GamePro or whatever. Yeah, Dodgeball is a classic. But yeah, these maps, it's only 5 scenes. I'm technically halfway through the game. Look at that boss gauntlet on stage 4. Oh my goodness. Oh look, there's an elevator on stage 4. Scene 5, I'm sorry. It's stage. Just click here to watch it. They let you just do this? Spoilers. Spoilers for the end of Hyperstone Heist. They show you pictures of the turtles. I love when it's all good. I should be here. I won't be on all day, but I should be on the evening. It's my room gets to be right now it's like 80 degrees in here. It gets to be like 90 something degrees in here, like 95 degrees, so can't stream until nighttime, but I'll be on. I will catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Neil, Master Splinter, Foot Soldier. Roadkill Rodney? Pizza Monster? Who's Roadkill Rodney? Mouser, Robot Walker, Stone Warrior, Leatherhead, Rocksteady, Tatsu, Odibon, Stockman, Crane, Shredder, Super Shredder. Congratulations, thank you for playing. Konami. All rights reserved. That's the special ending for finishing the game on hard. Can't imagine what the regular ending is. What the heck is that supposed to be? Oh, jumping over the car. Barrels. Stalactites. Oh, it's showing you that both of them. Okay. Okay, these are when the things pop out from the bottom and throw the stones on. Level them on now. With these weird spike bamboo shoots. Scene 5. Scene 4 is just the boss gauntlet, I guess. On a repeat of. This is not a repeat. It looks familiar. That's right, these things are on a conveyor belt in the background. They bust through the glass, which is really cool. Gotta watch out for the mace and then getting blue balled by the bowling balls. This lightning thing. That fight with Shredder. What the hell is that in the background? She looks awesome. I'm going to free up so much space on my phone. It downloaded the update, but the problem is that the thing has to expand, and it probably won't be able to do that. All right, let us continue. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of balls. All right, not worth it. Alright, so I'm playing this off of the Legion Go, and I am duplicating the screen in case I need to use the touchscreen to move some stuff around. At the corner of my eye, I saw something moving, like some little like things scrolling back and forth. Like, oh man, there's ants on my desk. No, it's those. It's so tiny, a little screen. The screen is actually bigger than the Steam Deck, so it's not like tiny. Speaking of which, let me be ignorant real quick. Oh, I can't. Lucky. I need to install... what's it called? Taiko no Tatsujin. I have decided I'm going to be a dick if this man is across the hall smoking and people call me for stuff non-stop. I'm just going to start playing my fake drum game. I have been trying to be respectful, but fuck that. Oh, come on. I went to go see Masters of the Universe the day it came out. About the Skeletor tumbler they have. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I was gonna bring it with me to work, but I'm like, man, this thing won't fit anywhere. It's just it's a novelty cup, which is cool, but I mean it's worse, I guess. Like they did have the Sword of Power thing, but I think it was like a tumbler, but it's not really a tumbler because it's shaped like a giant sword, and the person explained like, oh, you put the drink in here and this is where you screw the cap on or whatever. I'm like, dude, what? That thing looked like it was probably more expensive. I'm happy with my Skeletor cup that I can't use. I think it's big enough as is. I'm trying to drink out of a giant sword like an idiot. Can't do that. Let's go. Man, I'm playing this, and you know, already got my first continue. But I need to, one of these days, I need to finish Castlevania. Like, I've never finished the first game. I've never finished most of the games in the series. Should fix that. This feels like something that you can probably do better at. I can't jump because there's the spikes over my head. I'm assuming that's what this big, the weird shadow is that's on the ground. So let me know if I jump anywhere in here, I'm gonna get hit.
I can't jump at all. That's crazy. Come on. Oh man, I got donkey punched. Come on, Mike. Was it 100? You got 100's an extra life, right? That's something I made up in my head. Is that true? Please be true. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's gonna be like 250. I love the way that enemies in games like this, if they know what they're doing, they have good AI. The strategy is just to like, what's it called? Like just get somebody trapped in between them. I was gonna say that strategy is you want to scissor. It's not scissoring. Ass to ass. Lordy. Oh, come on. I think it stayed out way longer than I expected. Hell yeah. Good. It's time. Oh, I can get through this. I can get through this. I got this. He's already got 3 bars of health up.
Smacked him so hard with a piece of wood that he exploded, he just couldn't deal with it anymore. There's a gauntlet. Oh no. I should have killed more of those. That was my chance to get an extra life, I think. Got interrupted. I'm not gonna make it. I'm cool with that. I gotta save this a decent place of that. It's fine. It's funny how this is the version that people care about, and then this is the one I find to be extremely interesting. Just because there's not a lot of fighting games in Nintendo. There's a couple. And then there's this, which is like, no, this is the one that I rented. Again, this is that situation where I'm like, man, the reviews for Turtles and Tournament Fighters, they're pretty good. So I rented Tournament Fighters for the Sega Genesis. Like, how do you do these moves? This is not the same game. Alright. I had a friend I tried to explain why this collection is both cool and it's too much. And she was like, I like Bomberman. I was like, you don't understand. I'm like, each one of these games has, like, if you're playing the single player, is like 50 to 60 levels long. It's crazy. And then, like, the bosses take a while to get through, too. Like, some of them are kind of fun to fight, but, like, man, it's just the slog of a game. And the problem is that the games don't change that much. So she didn't believe me, so then she started playing through Bomberman 1, and I remember she got halfway through, she's like, wow, this game is really long. I was like, I told you that. Gave you a heads up. Tried to warn you, bro. Let's go die in Spelunky a bunch. 18.9 hours. I blame Patrick Klepek. I was into Spelunky, and then I kind of tapped out, and then he started doing his daily Spelunky attempts, and I was like, let me get into this game too. And I got into it again for a bit, but never got that far. Got to like maybe like the third biome. Oops. $69, dude. Let's move the stupid mouse cursor out of the way. This game has that same energy. I mean, of course, people know Spelunky is by now, but Spelunky has the same energy as a lot of old Nintendo games. It's not the Nintendo hard game. It's just that this is the kind of game I could imagine sitting on the floor and playing, and turn the volume down a bit. Yeah, like sitting on the living room floor playing this game and like with some friends and trying to get further and further. This will be fine. I was trying to avoid paying my phone bill until like Tuesday, but I just went ahead and paid it. Anyway, yeah, there's something about this game that just has that same like Nintendo vibe of, I guess because it's similar to Spelunker. We're just trying to like claw your way through whatever it is and getting further and further, but not really knowing what else goes. But the thing about roguelikes is like, especially this game, is that you'll learn something and you die and you might not see it again for like hours. And you come across the same situation, all of a sudden you know what to do. Like, people definitely get better at this game as they go on. But it's just having the patience and realizing it just takes time. Of course, this and Dead Cells is the game that's like this I've always wanted to get into, but I never did. So this is the guy. This is Spelunker, man. So you can grab stuff. So you have a whip. You got to jump. You also have, you got to run, and you get different items depending on what you find or whatever you buy. You can also use the thing. Like, say I got this right here. So if I use this, I have a bigger range that I can see in. As you can see, when I go forward, it has light around me, but it's not as much. And then you can just do stuff like, you know, you can kind of toss it if you need to. Like, say if you're not sure what's over there, you can be like, all right, let's toss this up this way. Of course, as you can see, stuff comes back and hits you. If it hits you, it just does damage. It's the A button to jump. If you're on the edge, you grab onto the ledge, and you can jump up. So you can kill enemies from, not all of them, but you can kill some of them from jumping on them or whipping them. Or hitting them with different objects or whatever. It's different things you can do. So we do this, it's saying use the right trigger to run and then jump. Understandable. You got to climb ladders, so you can go up and down the ladders, of course. I never got super far into Spelunky 2 because I always felt like I should spend more time with the first game. It's kind of like Windjammers. So like Windjammers 2 is technically a fine game, but man, I guess just go play Windjammers instead. So what I did from here, because the same rule applies, is if you jump. So you can jump and you can just kind of go out, but you can hold the run button to jump further. So I just jumped from like up here, grab onto this ledge, and pull myself up. It's a spike pit down there, so if I fall into the spikes, I die. Gotta be careful of that. The way around it is, which this is one of those things that the first time you do it, you're like, oh, this feels illegal. So you just kind of walk through the spikes. I'm going to die. If you jump, you die. If you fall onto them, you die. Oh yeah.
journey had been more difficult than expected. I'd fallen in spike pits, stepped into traps, and been attacked by monsters. Yet no matter what happens, I always wake up at the entrance to the mines. It's like death itself has lost its way down here. Despite the eeriness of these events, I remain focused on the task at hand. Eagerly, I press on, pursuing my fame and fortune. Oh. Flip it good. Go. Out against a lush paradise the other day, at the end of the mines. How could such a place exist so far underground, and what lies beyond? Cave merchants speak of more fabulous sights further below, ancient ruins and cities made of gold. The very idea makes my restless heart beat faster. Everything about aggravating the shopkeeper is that once you do it, he's just angry forever. Like, there's no undoing that situation there. Sorry, there was a random fly that just like flew in front of my nose for some reason. Smokes? Oh my goodness. What a questionable idea. We're good. Doing that in the tutorial is really stupid. Get him, loser. Let's go dying. Going dying. Crispy critters. We're good. Still have a life. Damn it. I don't actually remember what this key is for. It's all good. Bro. Oh man, I set myself up for that. I did the key up trying to get the arrow to fall and it fell on my head, which I deserved. It's quartet. Is this just open? Let's see if this works. My thing with this game is that the game is it's Halo. So I'll have like mixed feelings on Halo. Like I respect it, and nowadays like there's nothing like it. So I definitely miss it, but it has all this like requirements for you to sign into like your live account and all this other stuff, and like most of the time I just don't want to do it. I just want to play the game. But the second they're like, oh, go verify your emails, like go verify these nuts.
What is happening in the background? Can't see it. There we go. Pre-order and get in the ring on July 28, 2026. It's not what it says. Should say that. Hello. Good old Halo. I have to remind myself every now and then, like, oh yeah, they made a Halo TV series. It was like a season or a season or two long. Don't know how it did. I feel like the first episode came out, like, yeah, it's better than I expected. And then people just kind of dropped off really quick. It's crazy how that Gears of War remake is like. That's my old Xbox Live name. I wanted to be Super Bobhead, and that was gone for some reason. Strange name to be gone. Then I had another Bobhead that was also gone. That was taken. I think New Bobhead was gone. So I was looking for a name, and I think I went with like Mr. Mosquito. And then I had another name, and then I switched to the Cuddle Puppies was the last one. It's my Xbox Live name. It's actually my name that is still attached to Xbox Live to this day. It doesn't really come up on PC as much anymore, but yeah. And the thing is back then you had to pay for your name changes. You probably still do on Xbox Live because it was integrated with so much stuff. Like I had that account has been around since the original Xbox was around. Like Xbox Live came out in 2003. I think I made that name in 2006, but that account is from way older. Yes. Where is the button? Yeah, there we go. Wouldn't be mad if everybody did that nowadays. There are certain things that companies were like, they were trying to force, like, oh, we're going to use the real name stuff. The idea behind that was like it would make people stop being complete jerks online. Didn't pan out. Nobody cares. But it was cool for a little while when it was like brand new. It was a brand new idea. But for me, it was just like looking at my like friends list and be like, who is this person? And like people's names would change. Like I don't know who this is. Like especially on Steam. It's hard to keep track of people. Luckily, Steam lets you make nicknames for people now, so I know who they are. But yeah, before then, you'd have no clue. Like I had a friend who would hop into games who would call himself like Voice Enable 0, just to indicate that he was muting everybody's mics.
This was not difficult. What was could never be again. We had seen to that quite thoroughly. Prior to my final journey through the Great Portal, a gathering of my fellow monitors was convened upon the Lightworkers Crash to distribute the final index collection.
This is indirectly connected to Marathon and Destiny.
It was most unusual to have this vessel of rebirth play host to such an event. Even though Lightworker ships were the only ones still allowed slip space permissions. Lightworkers were responsible for getting us to our places on the active facilities of the array. While all of this was in accordance with the plan, one entirely unsatisfactory breakdown remained. We had no contact with the domain. The history of all Forerunners was now lost to us. We relied upon the permanence of the domain.
Oh man, there's a million of these things in the game.
That led to this point. But without that record,
Just everywhere.
future
It's
civilizations
little
know anything about
bits of lore. I don't think they're in the original game. I think this is stuff they added for this collection, just to sort of bridge all the games together. And you know, this is Bungie. This is Bungie. It goes into B343 Studios, but to kind of connect this Marathon and Destiny, just little tidbits.
But now, the portal opens, and through it, the familiar shape awaits. Hail. Home.
What the hell? What just happened? Why did it go? Whatever. Whatever, man. Let's go. Let's go get into some hijinks. Hijinks are this way. This man wasn't cut out to ride with me. Screw that guy. I'm gonna die that easily. Didn't even ask me for permission. It's all good. Maybe I can reinstall those games I uninstalled. There's a lot of games I installed and then uninstalled, and then they'll do weird stuff. You need an update, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, you need more space. And to get more space, you either gotta buy more or delete a bunch of stuff. But again, they don't tell you, like, hey, you need like 10 gigs free. So you free up 10 gigs, and then the game starts, like, say, updating, but it's not what you really need. It's very annoying. And these are first world problems, for sure. Damn it. Man, oh man, oh man. Let me get my head in the game. All right. I'm gonna use the Needler. I'm gonna use the Needler to try to break a shield. And now it's broken. Yeah, now he's toast. I'm gonna use my assault rifle here. Assaulting these guys. I pwned them. Alright, now I'm using the Needler because he has a shield on him. I'm gonna punch him. Yep. I love it. Always love that animation.
It's like a light version of the stuff that happens in Gears of War. Instead of like the person sitting there and like screaming in pain and shaking and stuff because they're trying to survive. Instead you get whatever the hell that was. Oops. It's fine. Yep. Yep. The way all this stuff in the game looks is cool. But I just don't really like know Halo lore. When you ask the wrong person about Halo lore, it's too in depth. They'll tell you like which books you need to read in which order and like how that connects to each game and whatever. And like I don't have the time, my guy. Let's get in. It's no license plate. Ew. There we go. Every time I hop on Warthog in these games, it takes me a minute to remember how to drive it. It's because you use the stick to steer and you use the right stick to like turn in whatever direction you want to go.
There's new traffic on the Covenant battle network. A lot more crew made it off the Autumn than I had predicted. The captain really gave them hell. If we can find Captain Keyes and the other survivors, we have a chance to coordinate an effective resistance.
Man, I thought about not every night. A lot of nights I think about sitting outside on the front porch because I cleaned that up and the back porch. And just using VR and being outside watching stuff in VR, like I have to take the headset out so I won't have to worry about like daylight getting into it. But yeah, I also think I'm like I'll be sitting on the front porch like a crazy person with a VR headset on and I can't see anything. Is this when the game gets cool? Oh no, this is the little weird random fights that are all over the place. Trying to figure out what the other buttons do, but I can't find it. I thought there's a horn, but I can't hear it. But I feel like it also might occasionally be going off, and I just don't know. The volume's too low. I got more HPs. Am I
There
doing?
are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
I'll look it up there. Okay then. Oh, here's stuff happening. It's when the ships drop off, right? Yeah, there they are. I got stuff to shoot at. Disappointing. I didn't realize I only had the one hit point left. Oh my god. What up? Nothing here. Jeez. Didn't reach that guy over there. It's on me though. Alright. Losing the energy to keep going, so I'm going to tap out for now, but I'll be back on later today. It's 2:18. I'll be on later today. I got Saturday and Sunday off at the moment. Unless I hopefully get called in on Saturday. I wouldn't complain. I could use the money, man. But yeah. I gotta figure out a game, like I said. After I finish what's it called? I finished whatever the last game was I played through. I've been kind of like torn on what to start up next. Like there's a lot of games I've been thinking about. Like I can go with one of these, but I don't want to read out loud. And then this is supposed to be good. Like some people say they like it more than Disco Elysium, but Disco Elysium got voice acting, and this doesn't have any. And I don't want to sit here and talk like this the entire time. I just want to play a damn game. So anyway, of course, there's always the retro stuff. But I always feel like I bought these games, so I should play through some of them. Could even be this or like Doom or whatever. Anyway, yeah, hope you have a good night. I'll catch you later.